2026. 26 and 26.
Yes.
So any questions you may ask to improve this local family? It's a family team. We have all ashrams here. Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. Bhagavati's Vanaprastha. These guys are Brahmachari, Grihastha, and Baba, Sannyas. Satsang. Yeah, what's the question?
In Shastra we hear the verses like Aho Batasva Pachoto Gariyam and also Yannamadheya Shravanama Kirtana. There they say by Bhakti Prarabdha Karma is gone, and at the time of Diksha also Prarabdha Karma is gone. And the same thing Jaya Goswami Pad explains in Bhakti-rasamrita Sindhu with the example of a needle piercing the lotus leaves. That a bunch, it appears that it has done immediately, but it goes gradually. So please explain this. He says that it goes gradually, but in the lifespan of the jiva's existence in this world, we can assume that it appeared as quickly it is done.
That's exactly the question.
So a devotee's prarabdha karma is gone at the time of Diksha, or it is going day by day? Like today my prarabdha karma is gone. Day by day it is gradually going.
The question is asked about the destruction of karmic reactions as a result of taking Vaishnava Diksha, receiving the mantras of the particular sampradaya. Like in the Gaudiya Sampradaya, the Diksha mantra is the Gopal mantra. 8 syllable, 10 syllable, 18 syllable. Mostly we find 18 syllable, although Gopal Kumar got 10 syllable and Dorshidana got 8 syllable or 10 syllable Gopal mantra. So how is it, different analogies are described about destruction of karma, it's gradual or it's immediate at Diksha. So what is the actual understanding? So the understanding is, first of all, to say that all karma is destroyed at Diksha is a glorification of the process of Diksha Vidhan, the process of taking Diksha. It's to encourage one because the whole purpose of human life in the varnashram system is moksha to Vaikuntha, liberation from the cycle of birth and death, samsara. We're trapped in the samsara, and the sages and Bhagavan have given us a means and a method to get free from the entrapment of the continuous kala chakra of birth and death. Janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha dosha and darshana. So that process is by Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. So involved in those yoga systems to attain moksha and freedom from birth and death, attain spiritual realm requires Diksha, and Diksha is a very powerful function. So the Shastras encourage it because what's keeping us in the samsara is our karmas. So they want to try to push everyone towards getting liberation by encouraging everyone to surrender to a proper guru and take Diksha. So that's one point why Diksha is highly glorified. There are verses in Hari Bhakti Das, quoted from Puranas, where Sangha Goswami says, a human being doesn't take Diksha, takes birth in animal yoni next life, Pasha yoni jana. Whether that's true or not, I doubt it. It's just to scare people. Person is a human being following all Hindu dharma, doing all kinds of yajnas and pujas, Biji pujas. It's impossible they're going to be born an animal. It's just because other shastras, they guarantee that the lifestyle they're living will give them another human birth. So how do you balance the two things? So one is hyperbole, shock treatment verse. To wake up, hey, better take Diksha, you're going to be an animal. It's not really true, but it gets you moving. That's why they say it puts a firecracker under your butt. You get moving. So, Diksha has that effect. So, because we see some people take Diksha, they immediately exhibit subtlety cars. There are stories in Bhaktamal, people get Diksha and they're going to ecstasy. Just by receiving Diksha mantras going to ecstasy. So they were ready. They had so little karma that Diksha limited everything they got in Bhava. So the idea is that Diksha, it will destroy all the karma depending on what degree you surrender. How much you surrender, that's how much you'll get success. But Diksha is the starting point. In and of itself, you can get liberation just by Diksha. But generally we see if people take Diksha, it takes some time for all their corrupted to eliminate. So Prabhupada used the analogy not of the needle through the petals, flower petals making a petal garland. 1,000 petals can be put through a needle in a couple of seconds. You gather up 1,000 petals and put them in a needle. So all those petals are different karmic reactions. So Prabhupada used a very appropriate analogy of a ceiling fan. Ceiling fan has some momentum and it's going. You turn it off, take out the plug, turn it off. It's going to spin around for many minutes. So that's like you get Diksha, the plug's pulled out, the fan's turned off. There's no more karma. There's no more karma after Diksha. But there's still some residual karma coming through. A lot of that residual karma is fructified in greens for a devotee. That's also told in Shastra. That's in Brahma Sutra, commentary of Baladeva Devotion. The main karmas are burned out in devotee in dreams. Person has karmas for engaging in sinful activities still residing. He has a dream of that experience. In the dream, he identifies as a devotee and skips that sin. So that sin is eliminated. Krishna plays out karma in dreams for his devotees to reduce their karma, to quicken their path of liberation. Dreaming is a great tool of bhakti. It's a great tool of bhakti. It depends, of course, on how you identify the dream. If you identify as the devotee, that means you're taking shelter of Krishna. You identify, I'm Krishna Das, and then the karma gets destroyed by Krishna in the heart. Srimatan Swa Kata Krishna, Punya Shravana Kirtana, Vidyantaksta Yavajrani, Vidyanoti Sarit Satam. Krishna in the heart, he destroys karma in different ways by his sweet will. One way is by dreams, by conscious reality, conscious experience. Another way is by dreams. It's all part of the physical reality of the jiva bound in the body. We have physical reality and psychic reality. And Krishna is operating on both dimensions for our liberation or perfection. That's his karuna, that's his love.
The similar analogies, they're like poison removed from the fangs of a snake. So even though it may bite, but it will not react. There will not be any reaction. Like there is also an analogy I read.
Yeah, it's like a snake with a poison taken out of his fangs. He bites but doesn't kill you. So Maya bites but doesn't kill you. But don't get bitten too much. You might like the biting, though. But you get attached to the biting. But somebody was telling me when they're sleeping, the cat comes and wakes them up. Cat has hands, paws, podcasts, and he has pads like fingertips, but he has nails. He can extend the nails or retract them. So cat comes on the person, they're sleeping, and the cat wants to eat breakfast. That's basically the idea. Everything's motivated. So, that's why I always say, when anyone approaches you, you should think, what does this guy want from me? Some guy comes up to you, you're a girl, he's a guy. What's this guy want? He wants to give me money? I doubt it. Wants to pay my rent? I doubt it. He's some other thing. So the cat comes up and sits on the person on the pillow and touches their hand on their mouth, on their cheek, and a little bit of little cluck of that, like lovingly, but like, I'm here, wake up. So that's the analogy. Maya is touching us, but not biting us. Durga, the cat. Durga's lion is waking us up. Ji jago, ji jago. Kotanija Jao Maya, Pisha Chira, Jao Maya. Pisha Chira, which. Okay, last question. That question. Catch it, Gopal.
Radhe Radhe, what is the difference between Shiva and Gopeshwar? Is there the relationship between Gopeshwar and Giriraj? Two questions. What is the relationship between Shiva and Gopeshwar?
Difference between Shiva and
What is the difference?
What is the relation between Shiva and Gopeshwar?
Difference between
Difference. One's female, one's male.
Shiva.
and relationship between Gopeshwar and Giriraj.
Gopeshwar is a gopi, a female, and Shiva is a male. That's easy.
Relationship between Gopeshwar and Giriraj.
Relationship between Gopeshwar and Giriraj. Can't say. Can't say.
There's no Leelas?
I'm processing my hard drive now, but can't come up with it. Relationship between Giriraj and
Gopeshwar.
Giriraj is Krishna, Krishna is
Shagleshwar is a chakra, and the Shivalinga is made there for some reason. What did you say?
Giriraj is Krishna and Gopeshwar is Manjari.
She said Giriraj is Krishna, Gopeshwar is
No,
Gopeshwar.
what's question is
Relationship between Gopeshwar and Giriraj.
relationship between Gopeshwar and Giriraj. I can't say. Gopeshwar is in the Rasa dance, and Giriraj is in, he's in bliss. I can't say, I don't have an answer for that. I worship both of them.
They're all in Vrindavan. Neighbors.
You have to come to Vrindavan to see both of them. Gopeshwar, one thing I can say this. Gopeshwar controls the eastern half of Rajamandal. Kameshwar Mahadev controls the western half. The southern half is controlled by Bhuteshwar Mahadev Shiva. The northern half is controlled by Nandeshwar. And the middle in Giriraj, the Giriraj area, is controlled by Chakaleshwar Shiva and Mahasi Ganga. So Shiva has some relationship to protect Giriraj because he's at Mahasi Ganga. You can see it like that. Shiva has established himself as Shakaleshwar Mahadev at the north bank of Manasi Ganga. And Stan Goswami did bhajan right next to that Shiva Linga. So Shiva is a key Leela Stali Digpal, protector of the Holy Dham Vrindavan, of Giriraj, of Rasalila Vrindavan, and Varsan and Nandagram, and all the different places, Kamyavan. Shiva is protecting Krishna from negativity and from false ego and sense enjoying mentality. Shiva drives it out of Vrindavan. Any other question? Maybe you can give me that question. Send me that. I didn't get it. But Gauishwar and Giriraj. You doing homework?
Yes, good.
It's really good. Very good, AK. Homework. Good. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
In the manifested Gokul, the people age 1.5 times faster. Is this correct?
I don't know about Gokul. It's some statement I heard from my guru. I haven't read it myself. I've heard it that it's a phenomenon of human society. It doesn't particularly relate to Gokul. I haven't heard it presented like that. It's a phenomenon that we see in physical reality of human society, that some human beings mature at a rate 1.5 times the normal rate. So they say they apply this because Krishna is Nara Leela, Gokul Leela, or Vrindavan Leela, Nandagram, all Brajmandal is Nara Leela. So he matures at 1.5 times the normal rate. So when we say Krishna was 10 years old when he left Vrindavan, it's 10 plus 5. So he was 15, 16. So Krishna's eternal age is 15 years, 9 months, 7.5 days, almost 16 years old. That's what I understand. What, do you want to say something about that?
No, I was wondering how that applies to Siddhaya, because I've also heard this, some people's Siddhaya is 1.5 times greater than their age.
Oh, yeah.
Like their root. They appear.
Well, yeah, that can be, the question is asked, as in human society, so we see even our own experience, that some people are more mature than others at the same age. Like, some girls get their first woman's cycle when they're 10 years old, some at 12 or 13, different ages. The first guy gets a mustache in school is 10 years old, somebody else not till 15. So there's different rates of maturation. So the question is asked, maybe some manjaris mature at a rate 1.5 times their age. So they're usually manjaris are 12, so 12 plus 6, they're 18. There was debates years ago on the internet. It was called Gaudiya Discussions, but the common name was Gaudiya Concussions. There was a lot of internet discussions amongst different devotees, Vedadas and Jagadananda and Krishnadas and Hari Charan, not Hari Charan, and different leading scholarly devotees in Gaudiya Sampradaya from traditional lines were discussing and arguing different points of Shastra. Because some people describe manjaris as having very big breaths in their writings. And other writers describe that they're like buds. They're like manjaris, like buds, they're small. So there was a big debate about that. Yeah, this is a long time ago, 2012, 2010. It's really, now there's not much debating mode going on. I don't know why, but it was a time.
That's a good thing, I think.
Yeah, it's a good thing but there were some good points. They would have like a thread, they would have like 200 comments on it, you know. One point on a person's blog spot or thread, the comments would go for pages and pages. Two people giving arguments, quite informative actually. I was following all that stuff, but people lost their taste for the fighting and stuff. Arguing. So, you know, whatever you want to be 12, be 12, you want to be 18, be 18. It's kind of individual, I think. My guru just told me my age and didn't give me any interpretation of that. I like the idea that we're supposed to be like, you know, maidservants. The big girls are big sisters, you know. Radharani and Lita Vishaka, they're big sisters. So that everything is bigger. That's the idea. It's like Dusty Bob, you know. You're great, every which way you're great. You're better than me. Anyway, there's a lot of room for latitude and different ideas according to your conception, your understanding of the thing, what you understood from your guru also. Any other questions? Yeah.
And Maharaj, how is it with the monasteries when they have horse body horse with Radharani and maybe they tease Radharani? Do the monasteries tease Radharani and do they tease her when they are alone or even in front of when the Sakis are there? Or how do the monasteries deal with Radharani? Do they tease her?
Please, say what she said.
Manjari is doing has parihas with Radharani.
So do Manjaris do what?
Do Manjaris tease Radharani?
Do Manjaris tease Radharani?
If they tease, whether they do it when they are alone or when Sakis are doing it.
Oh, that's an interesting question. The Manjaris tease Radharani when she's alone or in front of her Sakis. When she's alone. Teasing is a very intimate thing. Teasing, because that's the thing that Radharani fears from the Sakis. It's called tata in Bengali. Tata means to tease. So she doesn't want, you know, to see Lalita and Vishaka come in and seeing her scratches and bites and love marks on her body, and they're going to say, oh, I thought you were chaste, I thought you were Lajeshwari, I thought you were so chaste. What, you ran into some sycamore bushes? How do you get scratches on your lips, you know? It's cold or what, you know? You ate some cold ice cream or something? Your lips got blue or, you know, what happened? So she doesn't want to hear that. She gets ashamed, embarrassed. So certainly the Manjaris would never tease Radharani in front of the seconds, because she'd be too shy to embarrass. You want to do that? You're a naughty Manjari. You're a spy for a Saki. Counter agent. Double agent. Any other question? Oh, it's still working? Questions? Everybody's, Baba is doing some yoga or what?
No, I'm just happy when I raise my hand.
Okay.
I have a comment on seeing the devotees with 4 arms. You mentioned that?
Yes, bronze.
Yeah. Maybe if you can see 2 arms serving Guru and 2 arms serving Radha.
Okay, that's cool. Seeing devotees with 4 arms means you're seeing 2 arms with a sadhguru serving Guru and 2 arms with a siddharu serving Radharani. That's a nice adjustment. Because actually those statements come from Skanda Purana, Padma Purana. They say there, I saw it myself, I read it in Skanda Purana when I was writing a book about Jagannath Puri. He said the devotees in Swargaloka see the Puri Vasis as having 4-armed Vaikuntha forms. Because in Vaikuntha, many people have Sarupa Mukti, they have 4 arms like Vishnu. So they say even the Skanda Purana says even the donkeys have 4 arms. Even the donkeys in Jagannath Puri have 4 arms. I know they have 4 legs too.
How's that work? Two more to see.
Yeah, they saw the donkeys as Vaikuntha Vasis, human beings with 4 arms. Not 4 arms and 4 donkey legs, not 2 roofs in one. That's told in Skanda Purana. So what is true for one holy Dham is also true for another Dham. So Navadvip Dham and Puri Dham and Mathura Dham, Vraja Dham, is the same truth. Applies to everyone. Devotees in Swargaloka see everyone in Vrindavan as being spiritual personalities, basically. Which is pretty much true.
Maharaj, Christian. I've heard that Vishram, how do you say, Vishram Seva to Guru is vital for Bhajan. I want to know what exactly that means.
Vishwasva Seva to
Vishramba Seva to Guru. Can you tell more about that? This is described in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by Rupa Goswami when he describes the 64 limbs of devotion. He says, Guru Padashraya, Diksha, Adi, Shikshanam. Then the third thing he says, Vishrambena Guru Seva. Then the fourth thing he says, Sarvardhana Vartate. Follow the example of the saintly people. So the third one is Vishramba Seva. What is Vishramba Seva? It means, V means without, and Shramba means, the word Shramba means officiality, formality, distance. Aishwarya. So the worship of Guru should be intimate, should be personal, should be close. So there's basically, that's a kind of a generic statement of Rupa Goswami to describe attitude. But when it comes to Guru Seva, more specifically, it's described in Sandarbha, Bhakti Sandarbha by Jiva Goswami. He says there's 2 types of Guru Seva. What are they?
Yes, Paricharya.
Paricharya Seva,
Prasanga.
Prasanga Seva, and Paricharya Seva. So Prasanga Seva means to carry out the orders of the Guru, to whatever instructions he's given you, whatever general instructions or individual personal instructions, but following four regular principles, chanting 16 rounds, Mangala Arati, worshiping Tulsi, studying Bhagavatam, whatever different things, that's called Prasanga. Hearing Guru's lectures, reading Guru's books, it's all Prasanga. Paricharya means personal service to the Guru, cooking for the Guru, cleaning the Guru's ashram, all these things, selling Guru's books, whatever. Or his personal orders he gives for service, like collecting money for the mission of the Guru, or to maintain the temple of the Guru, the ashram of the Guru, etc. For some Gurus, they travel a lot, so a lot of grihasthas, they give some of their money to the Guru's traveling fund, because they cost a lot of money to travel. They travel around the world and preach. So generally, seva is broken into these two categories, prasanga and paricharya. Vishramba, it means, like for example, in Hari Bhakti Vilas, it describes the qualification of Guru. It says the Guru should have Vatsalya Bhav for the disciple. Vatsalya Bhav means he or she, the Guru's man or woman, should have feelings of mother, like parental love for the disciple. Nourishment, protection, care, like a mother. A mother nourishes, feeds, protects, instructs, corrects, punishes the child. So the Guru should be like that. So that means that the relationship between Guru and disciple should be like mother and daughter, or father and daughter, or father and son. So that's very intimate. That's father and daughters are very intimately connected, generally. So that's the meaning of Vishrama, means that. It means respect with intimacy. Like you can laugh with the Guru, you can, some Gurus, they wrestle with their disciples. This, what's his name? Prem Gopal Goswami. He's a famous modern Guru. He goes to Switzerland and Germany and different places. He wrestles with the guys there. They go out to some park and they wrestle. At least they did a few years ago when he first went there. So that's very intimate wrestling. So it means that it's very close, physically, emotionally close. A very loving way, but a certain border also. The border is respect. The disciple always saw offering obeisance to the Guru heartily and genuinely, and always understands my Guru is God, my Guru is representative of God, he's taking me to God, he's my savior, he's my teacher, he's my mentor, he's my protector. But he's also my friend, he's my father, he's my mother. He's like this. So many identities are there, but there should be intimacy and affection also, like a mother and father. Mother, father, and children. You want to ask more about that?
Yeah, and how can one develop this after the Guru has lived?
What's that?
After the Guru manifests, how can one develop this vision?
How can one be intimate with the Guru in separation?
Yes.
Well, if you're intimate when he was here, it's easy to be intimate in separation by memory. By recalling your intimacy when he was here, you can experience the presence of the person by memory. Memory is a very powerful way to connect with someone. That's called smarana. The reality of a person, reality of who you're thinking of depends on how much you're attached to that person. So you're very attached to Radha and Krishna. When you meditate on them and think of them, you'll feel their presence in your meditation. If you're not attached to them, you won't feel much. But if you're attached to your Guru, when he was manifest before you, and when you remember them and think of them, they'll be very much present before you. That's practical experience. Mine. I didn't record that. I didn't get that in. Just staying connected with Guru or something like that. So you understand what I said?
I understand. What happens if one didn't have much opportunity to build such a relationship before he left? Is it still possible?
Okay. I see where you're coming from. Okay, basically you're saying how do you build an intimate relationship with a Guru that you never had? I think that's really what you're saying. You know, when he's here, you weren't that close. Now he's gone. How do you become close? Because it wasn't close when he's here and all that stuff. So the question basically is, how do you have an intimate relationship with the Guru when he goes to Krishna and leaves his manifest presence before my eyes? So you have to recall, you have to understand, you have to write down and understand all the gifts and all the great things that the Guru gave to you and is continuing to give to you, like books and knowledge and teachings and instructions. So by recalling everything that the Guru represents, generally to everyone and individually to you, what he did for you, what was your life before your Guru, and how did your life change, how did my Guru change my life, in what ways did he change my life? And you recall those, and then you develop your appreciation and gratitude for that Guru by remembering all the gifts, all the instructions, all the mercy he gave, which you maybe missed out on and didn't take advantage of. Because I have a phrase, they say, you don't know what you have until you don't have it. You don't know what you had. You don't know what you had until you don't have it. But you have mother and father, you take them for granted, and they both died, then, I should have taken more advantage of my mother and father. I should have been with them more. I should have appreciated it. Then we lament that we didn't play it right. We didn't deal it right. They were so kind and loving, and now they're gone. I can't talk to them. I can't serve them. I can't do anything. But there's a difference in spiritual reality because the Guru never dies. And not only that, the relationship continues next life also. You have the same Guru next life. So it's a separation now, but that separation will be followed by a union in the future. Guaranteed. So you didn't have much relationship now, but you'll get one in the future. I had a Guru in this life for some time. I didn't have any relation with the Guru. I didn't meet the Guru. I didn't ever talk to the Guru. I always wanted that kind of relationship. Then Krishna arranged for me to get a second Guru. I got that relationship. So that became very deep and firm. That'll be my eternal relationship with that Guru. Well, the other Guru was helper on the path. You know, a representative of Krishna sent to me. But the final connection with the Guru is my Nitya, you can say Sadguru, gave me my siddhanta and established a full relationship. Guru Krishna, Guru Shishya Sambandha, the relationship between Guru and disciple. So it's never too late. What I'm saying, it's never too late to establish a Vishrambha relationship with your Guru, whether he's here or there, present or absent. By recollection, by remembering, by recounting all the favors and grace and mercy and teaching and knowledge and help he gave you, then you become grateful and you start to pray to him, you start to remember him, he starts appearing in a dream. Because Guru travels by mind. He can be with you in a second, wherever you are. His Guru is only one thought away. There's a bird that sings at night, you know that? It's called nightingale. He's an ugly little bird. He's just brown, just like a brown starling or a sparrow. He's got a great voice, or she also. They're like 5 different tunes, like a minor bird. They sing all night long. Why?
For the pleasure of Radha Krishna.
They're missing the sun.
No, they're singing the name of Sham. To enthuse Radharani's Abhisar. She starts running out to the forest from Varsan to Krishna Vrindavan. It's 40 kilometers, so she has to have a lot of sustained effort. So as she runs through the forest, nightingales sing Sham, 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 Sham. Sham, 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 Sham.
And it feels like she's riding on an escalator.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Riding me bad. Riding me bad, bro.
Oh, it's right there. What do I do?
I copied and pasted for some other book, didn't even think about it. That's my mistake.
No, it's funny now.
It's not the new one. Thanks
That's
to
why
you.
it's funny now because it's been corrected.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's sweet
your,
now.
your grace. She was riding on the waves of sound. Sham Nam. Sham Nam Abhisar. Sham, Sham, Sham. Okay. Okay. Just like some people when they hear their favorite song on the radio,
Yeah.
you're in your car, you start driving faster. You get checked up, you know. My family always had sports cars, you know, like fast cars. I had my good ribs, I turn on top down. I go, I thought nothing can stop me now. I got my favorite song, I got a sports car that I wanted something, and there was no radar on all days, you know, so just go like crazy, you know. So, now it's not exactly comparative, but Radharani is running to Krishna, and she hears the birds sing Sham Nam, she gets really excited and runs faster. That's so the answer to why the nightingales sing all night is to
Excite Radharani.
excite Radharani to serve her Abhisar. Is that a bird or a bag? Yeah, it was a crow. It's a black bag. I thought it was a crow. I can't see it. Oh, hi, crow. Sky bird. What's happening? No question. Question. Oh, you're doing a lot of yoga today. Yeah, go ahead.
This might help her previous question. My Guru Dev told me that when he leaves his body that I should always talk to her and think about her in her present body as a manjari. And that helped a lot to establish a communication in the present moment. So I always talk to my Guru Manjari now. And I always see her as that. I don't even see the male form anymore. And it's really made a deeper connection.
You know, that's eternal.
Yeah. It helped a lot just first visualizing it and then slowly a conversation started just seeing the present reality rather than the past. That she's a manjari now. And accepting that.
Positive reality.
Yeah. Rather living in the present.
Yeah, but she may not know her Guru's Sarup also. So that works if you know your Guru's spiritual body.
Yes.
Thank you. Any other question?
When the Manchkis make Shringar of Radharani, they make lines on the teeth, red lines. Can you speak a little, are they vertical or horizontal, or can you speak a little more about these lines?
We read in the description in Radha Krishna Ganadhar's Deepika, Rupa Goswami describes different expertise in seva that the Sakhis do. So one of the sevas they do is paint lines on the teeth. So the question is asked, are the lines vertical or horizontal? I can't say, I really can't say. I've seen that they paint lines, and so the obvious question is what they look like. I never had an opportunity to ask my guru about that, so I can't really say. Anyway, everybody can make up anything, but I like to base what I say on Shastra or statements of realized souls. What does it say?
But it's not saying anything.
It just says paints lines.
Lines, yes, red lines.
Well, that we already know. It's not big.
That's
They gotta be
no, it
diagonal.
doesn't say.
It just makes sense if they're diagonal. That makes the most sense. Diagonal.
Right?
Yeah, that makes the most sense. It's exciting. What? Diagonal line is much more exciting than a vertical or horizontal line. That would excite Sean. Ooh, look at your lines on your teeth. Zigzaggy.
That'll have to be revealed when you get there, or ask somebody else who knows. I can't answer that. Frankly speaking, I thought that was a little weird.
And I remember that
I read it many times and I saw it 1989, first time I saw it. Okay. Because, we come from a culture where you're supposed to have white teeth, pearly white teeth. Now you paint red lines on them. I don't know, I can't understand the beauty in that. It's beyond my conception. I can't understand how that's beautiful. So I don't know what to say. It's reality, so obviously Krishna likes it. And everything Radharani does is to please Krishna. That's the meaning of being Radharani. So the red lines on Radharani's teeth that Sakhis paint are to please Krishna. So whether they're diagonal or horizontal or vertical or circles or polka dots or diamonds. You see nowadays like punk rockers, they wear like diamonds on their silver diamonds on their teeth, crystals on their teeth, mirrors on their teeth. So it's, decorating the teeth is a pretty ancient art in different cultures. Probably you can get some idea by looking up, maybe on Google, find some books that describe teeth painting in ancient cultures. You may get some idea of what might be possible in Krishna literature. There's many ancient cultures they paint the teeth. Sometimes it's only royalty. I did something on chat. I looked up some save on chat. The Manjris do. And what I typed in, I said, what designs in ancient culture of India among the royalty class what designs did the maid servants of the queen paint on the feet of the queen, and what substances they used. And they told all kinds of different designs and what they used. They made the red color by crushing some beetle, some insect. They crushed, and when they crushed it, it makes a red color, like black dye. And so it was pretty informative. Gave me some idea of how to paint rubber on his feet. And the heel and the arch, there were diagonal lines. An arch, the foot's like arch. The diagonal line, the parallel diagonal lines, like you were saying. And the other part was solid red, heel and toes. So it's like cool different things are there, There's a lot of things that ancient Indian culture did are in Krishna Lila. Like for example, the gopis didn't wear cholis all the time. They make a scarf. The top was a scarf. They put a scarf here and tie it behind their shoulder blade. Nothing over off shoulder, just like this. No choli buttons and all that stuff. Just a scarf. When you see all comic books, Mahabharata comic books in India, enriched what's it called? Enriched comic books. They show Draupadi and Kunti. That's what they're wearing up here. Their shoulders, they're just scarf, like a scarf,
Yes, scarf.
Yeah, it's just a silk scarf, different design. That was the original. So gopis wear that. Any question? That question? Bob, any more questions? We're going to wrap it up.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Interesting discussion. Cleaning teeth, cholis, meditating on Guru. Right. Any question more? Not today. Okay, Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe.